Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. For today's tutorial, I'll be showing you how to crochet the puff stitch. This version of the puff stitch is reversible. It's the same on both sides. This is the front of the pattern and this is the back. The purpose of this tutorial is to show you how to crochet the puff stitch. If you're following a pattern, then you want to do what the pattern says. I also want to mention to you, for this version of the puff stitch that I made, that you should have the same amount of puff stitch in every row. So let's get started. To crochet the puff stitch, you're going to chain an odd number of stitches. For this tutorial, I'll chain 21. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. In the second chain from the hook, you're going to make a single crochet. And you will make a single crochet all the way to the end. So one complete row of single crochet. Go ahead and make that row and I will meet you at the end. And we will start our second row of puff stitch. So you should have one complete row of single crochet. At the end, you're going to chain one and turn. You're going to skip the first chain, which is this chain right here, this stitch, and into the next stitch you're going to make your first puff stitch, and you're going to insert your hook into the stitch with 3 loops on your hook. You're going to insert your hook one more time, pull up a loop, and that gives you 5 loops on your hook. Insert your hook, that will give you 7 loops on your hook. Insert your hook one more time, and that's a total of 4 times, and that will give you a total of 9 loops on your hook. You're going to wrap the hook and pull through all 9 loops, and you're going to chain 1. You're going to skip the next stitch, and into the next one you're going to make another puff stitch. Into the stitch 4 times. That's 1, 2, 3, and 4 for a total of 9 loops on the hook, and you're going to pull through all 9, and you're going to chain 1. Skip the next stitch, and into the next stitch a puff stitch. Remembering to pull up on those loops. You don't want to do that too tightly. So that's 5 loops on your hook, 7 and 9. And when you have 9, you pull through all 9 loops. Chain 1. And that is the sequence to the end of the row. So continue skipping 1 chain and making a puff stitch in the next, and I'll meet you at the end of the row. At the end of the row, you'll have 2 stitches left. You're going to skip one stitch, and into the last stitch you're going to make your final puff stitch. Going into that stitch 4 times. That's 2, 3, and 4. And closing it. For row 3, we're going to chain 1 and turn. And we're going to be making the puff stitch into the space in between the puff stitch. So we're going to start our first puff stitch by going into the space 4 times. That gives 3 loops on the hook, 5 loops on the hook, 7 loops on the hook, one more time, and that gives 9 loops on the hook. And we're going to pull through all 9 loops, and we're going to close the stitch. We're going to go into the next space and make our next puff stitch. That's 1, 2, 3, and 4, and pull through all 9 loops on the hook. And we're going to do that all the way to the end of the row. So go ahead and make your puff stitch into the space between the puff stitch, and I'll see you at the end. At the end of the row, you're going to place your last puff stitch into the space. There's a puff stitch and then there's a space next to it. You're going to place your last puff stitch into that space. Going in a total of 4 times, and that's 2, 3, 4 for a total of 9 loops on the hook, and pull through all 9 loops. And you're going to close the stitch. You're going to chain 1 and turn your work, and you're going to continue making another row of puff stitch in between the space. Repeat rows 3 for as many rows as you need. Thank you for visiting my channel. Please like and subscribe for more video tutorials.